So this Defeating Adventism video was something that was completely unplanned. I think virtually all the videos I've done thus far were planned several weeks, if not months, before they actually are recorded and then shown on YouTube. This one wasn't. I was actually was it on the phone or was it on email? It's one of the two, with Test the Prophet. By the way, if you haven't been to his channel, go watch his videos. They are fantastic. He and I were talking, and he mentioned, I don't even remember what we were talking about, but the book, A Sketch of the Christian Experience, 1851, was part of our topic. And I remember either we hung up or perhaps entered an email, whatever it was. But I opened up the 1851 Christian Sketch. I do not have an original book. I've got an exact photocopy of the original book, which you're going to see here. When I read the preface to that book, I just instantly stopped and I froze and I went, uh-oh, Adventism has got trouble. Once I read that, I knew that was it. That's it. What you're going to see now are 4 different accounts of the conversion, baptism, and Methodist membership of Ellen White. Because when I read that 1851 book, I went, because I just read something previous to that, and it gave me different dates and different numbers. And I thought, isn't this interesting? So I instantly stopped what I was doing after I was talking to Test the Prophet, embarked on some research, and found these 4 contradictory accounts, all published in Adventist literature. So when I went through that, I just kept shaking my head going, it figures. I instantly thought of this book right here. This book is called The Confusing World of Benny Hinn. It's a book I read decades ago. Because I remember, and to make sure that I was remembered correctly, I went back and found the page. Because you know what Benny Hinn did? He did the same thing Ellen White did. Benny Hinn copied Ellen White. He gave multiple accounts of his salvation and conversion stories. And that's what they documented here in this Confusing World of Benny Hinn. Maybe we need a book called The Confusing World of Ellen White. I didn't even think of that before I started doing the video. So what I can tell you now is nobody in the Seventh-day Adventist Church with any certainty can tell you when their spirit of prophecy was converted, baptized, and joined the Methodist Church. Because you can pull up one account, I'll pull up a different account, and maybe even a different one from that. So with that, let's look at the first book online here. Here you see the 1851 A Sketch of the Christian Experience and Views. And in the very beginning, the preface page, you see what I underlined in red on the right-hand side? At the age of 11, this is Ellen writing, I was converted, and when 12, baptized and joined the church. There it is in the center of the screen, converted at 11, baptized at 12, joined the Methodist Church at 12. Here's the first, you're going to see this slide. It's going to be getting populated with 3 more accounts. Here's the first account, upper left-hand corner. Again, converted at 11, baptized at 12, joined the Methodist at 12. The next thing I'm going to show you is this book right here that I'm holding. This came with a CD set. Back in the day, you could buy CD-ROM discs of Ellen White, put them on your computer. Now you don't have to, of course. We all know we can get the app online from the White Estate. But the CDs weren't useful. I wish they were to me. I bought it anyway. I think I found it at a thrift store or something. Picked it up, bought it. I would just love to have all of the text in a digital format and some other things perhaps that I don't have. Anyway, it didn't work. I threw the CDs away. But I kept the booklet. And you're going to see a copy of the booklet so you know where it comes from. You're going to see it's copyrighted 1990 and it is from the White Estate. This is the booklet I read before I read the 1851 sketches, and I went, we got a problem here. So let's look at this booklet. Here's the very same booklet that I was just holding up in my hands, and you can see published by the Ellen G. White Estate. And what does it say here on page 3? Let's start with the lower left-hand corner. In the year 1840, Ellen with her parents attended a Methodist camp meeting in Buxton, Maine. And there at the age of 12, she gave her heart to the Lord. All right, converted at 12. Keep reading. on June 26, 1842, at her request, she was baptized by immersion in Cosco Bay, Portland. That same day, received as a member of the Methodist Church. Okay, so they don't tell us how old she was when she was baptized and joined the church. Look at the date again, June 26, 1842. How old was Ellen White on June 26, 1842? Look at the table in the upper right-hand corner. You can see Ellen White was born, very top line, November 26, 1827. And then you can see, to be 10 years old, she turned 10 on November 26, 1837. So we want to know, how old was Ellen on June 26 of 1842? So look at the line that says 14 years. When did Ellen White turn 14 years old? Well, that was November 26 of 1841. But it says she was baptized on June 26 of 1842. Well, if we look, when is Ellen going to turn 15? Well, that's November. That's 5 months later. So in June of 1842, Ellen White is 14 years old. Now we can read this paragraph and say Ellen was what? Converted at 12, baptized at 14, joined the Methodist Church at 14. By the way, let me just say this and add this to this whole scenario. The 28 Beliefs book says Ellen is the official spirit of prophecy from 1844 to 1915. But yet she had her green cord dream in 1842. The very year she was baptized. We don't know which month she had this green cord dream. I don't even know if it was prior to or after her baptism, but I thought this was just an interesting point to add here in this confusing world of Benny Hinn. I mean, confusing world of Ellen White. So now look, now what do we have? We got Ellen White in the lower right-hand corner, we just accounted, converted at 12, baptized at 14, joined the church at 14. Well, that's not what she wrote in 1851, is it? Which one is true? Now, look with me here. We're going to look at this book, Footprints of the Pioneers. I love how Seventh-day Adventists love printing things about the pioneers. The very same pioneers who today would be rejected by the church, I think, even then I'm not sure, for their heretical anti-Trinitarian views. But anyway, they keep celebrating these anti-Christian pioneers. So we're going to look at this book here, published in 1947. Look with me here on screen and you can see the book. There's the book, and there is the title page. It's really small print, but right above Review and Herald it says 1947. And what does the book say on page 63? She had found peace and at 12 years of age was baptized and joined the Methodist Church. And then it says of which she was kicked out 2 years later. So it looks like to me here she was converted at 12. I think that's what they're saying, so I'm not sure. But I'm definitely going to say she was baptized at 12 and joined the Methodist Church at 12. Now look at what we have here. Footprints of the Pioneers, lower left-hand corner. I got a 12, 12, 12. In Sketches of the Christian Experience, 1851, I got 11, 12, 12. And from the CD published by the White Estate, it's 12, 14, and 14. Oh, this is getting so confusing. Now we're going to look at this book. It's a fairly recent book. Of course, I mean, how many different times and ways can you repackage Ellen White and resell books? Here's another one, 2010, From the Heart. I love it, From the Heart. Oh, dear Ellen, please tell us from the heart what you are going to say here. And you're going to see this very page with all the scribbles in Spanish from the previous owner. So let's look at this book here and let's see what it says. So it's From the Heart, 2010, and there's that very same title page that you saw with the same scribbles on it. And this book says, on this unnumbered page in the very beginning, it doesn't tell us when she was converted, but it says she was baptized and accepted into the church. There's that date again, June 26, 1842. We already know that's 14 years of age. What do we have? Look at these 4 different accounts. Which one is true, Adventist? Was she converted at 11? 12? Was she baptized at 12? Or 14? When did she join the Methodist Church? Was it 14? Is it 12? Nobody really knows, do they? Your own books and magazines don't even know. Publish contradictory stories, and I don't think they've caught it yet. Because I think if they did, they would have corrected it by now. I don't think they have. Look at this next slide with me here. Will the real Ellen White please step forward? Which one is real? We don't know. So let me say this. Ellen White, she's no mere mortal. She's no just plain Dick and Jane sitting in the pews of the Adventist church. She's your spirit of prophecy. She owns chapter 18 of 28 in your 28 Beliefs book, along with Jesus and God and the Holy Spirit. She owns her own chapter. She owns her own baptismal vow. Baptismal vow number 8 of 13 is Ellen White. Again, she's the prophet of your church, which I understand she doesn't call herself a prophet, but boy, you Adventists do in your magazines call her a prophet all the time, and one equal to the Old Testament prophets. If she's equal to the Old Testament prophets, her writings are equal with the Bible. Sorry. I think I'll keep and trust my Bible. Yet, Seventh-day Adventism does not know when their prophet was converted, baptized, or joined the Methodist Church. They are just as confused as TV gospel nonsense preacher Benny Hinn was. Let's finish this video here with this next slide. Ellen White's conflicting narrative. You know what the solution is? 2 Timothy 3:16. All scripture is breathed out by God and profitable for teaching, for reproof, for correction and teaching, and training in righteousness. The Bible alone is the solution. Ellen White is a false prophet. Ellen White is a false teacher. Adventism doesn't even know when their prophet, their spirit of prophecy, was converted, baptized, or joined the church. My encouragement to all, Adventist or non-Adventist, stick with the Bible alone. Adventism won't let you do that because you take a baptismal vow to the spirit of prophecy, and you have to believe chapter 18 of the 28 Beliefs book, because you got to affirm the 28 beliefs before you get baptized. You are affirming a fallible human being that doesn't even know when she was converted, baptized, or joined the church. It's time to stick with the Bible and the Bible alone. It's time to kick Ellen White to the curb. Kick this false prophet out of your life.